All right, everybody, welcome back to another session. I'm signed up to teach some flowers on a wire class for this summer. So I really need to get some practice in. And I do not have a proper wire holder yet. I'll be getting one soon. So I'm still using my rod holder here and it's working out all right. So the first, I'm going to make 3 different items. I'm going to make 2 little flower buds and some leaves. And I'll make 3 of each flower and a whole bunch of leaves. So here is the first kind of flower bud. And I am going to be using just white. And I'm using also copper wire. And it's important that the copper wire is really hot when the glass touches it. If it's just a little on the cool side, the glass will not tend to stick to it. So I make sure that the glass touches the copper when it's nice and red hot. Now I got some white glass on the end and I just pressed down one side. And here on the other side, I'm going to use my transparent color, which is a very light green. I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but I'll let you know in the description. So I'm going to get a gather of this green and add it to the other side of the white. These are really simple. And so here I'm just going to heat this up and press it down a few times with my butter knife, just to give it a nice flat disc. And I'll give it another heat. The transparent is much stiffer than the white. So you might want to heat up your transparent and flatten that side first. Now here at the end, all I want to do is give it a nice light heat on both sides, and then with a very sharp pair of tweezers, I am going to just gently grab the tip. I do wait for it to cool a little bit and just give it a twist a couple times, maybe 3 turns, and gently pull your tweezers out. Give it a quick flash in the flame, and then I will immediately go ahead and grab my tweezers and pull that right out of my rod holder, and there's our first little twisted bud, and I'll put that in my oven. All right, now for the second one, it's going to be a little longer and we'll add a whole bunch of dots to it. So I'm going to heat up my white again and just bring in my copper wire. Want to heat my copper wire up until it's red hot, but the copper wire, it's soft, so it will, if you overheat it, it will melt. So just be aware of that. You can use nichrome wire as well, or a stainless steel wire, but those are very, very stiff and are not as easy to manipulate when you're finished as a copper wire is. So I'm going to add a little bit of glass right onto the wire, and it's about halfway into the wire. And I'm going to let it cool down and just add some more around it. And I'm not worried about having to turn my wire. I will just add the glass and kind of move it around the area that I'm looking for it to add it. All right, all we need to do here is just heat this one up and give it a nice shape. And I'm looking for it to be slightly longer. So I'm going to hold it down and let gravity help me out a little bit. And then I'll just heat it up until I like what I see here. Remember that white is a very soft color. You don't want to overheat it or it will get too long. All right, I'm just going to let that cool down now and start adding my tiny dots. And this is the same green that I'm using in that I used in the previous one. It's just a stringer, and I'm going to continuously add little tiny dots all over the white until it's just full of dots. And I'm just going to take my time as I go, getting a little hot off my stringer and just applying it to the white. And everything that I'm doing here is very close to the flame. The glass is as close to the flame as I can get it without it melting. I am also using my little block mandrel as kind of a hand rest, which is helping me immensely to stabilize myself so I can add these dots without messing up. And I will, if I feel like I'm spending a bit of time adding my dots, I will gently heat up my previous dots as I go. But I don't want to melt them in. If you melt your dots in, that's totally fine. But if you're looking for a raised up pattern and some texture, then you can reapply the dots if you need to. And this looks great in any transparent color. All right, I'm almost finished with this little guy. This is a quick demo today, you guys. Even though it is in real time, it's fairly quick. These little pieces don't take that long to make. Each one is maybe 5 minutes, depending on what you're adding to it and the detail and design. Either way, if you have a whole bunch of the same item, it really looks great in a bouquet. So 3 of these, 3 of the spirals, and about 5 leaves is what I'm going to end up with. Now here at the end for this one, I'm just going to make sure that everything is well heated in. Every dot wants to be about maybe half round when I'm finished. So nothing is going to pop off later on. Make sure that you do heat where the glass is touching the wire as well, just a little bit. The wire might cool down quicker than the glass, so you want to make sure that it's not going to break where the wire and the glass meet. And that's just gentle heating right before you put it away and a quick put away. Just put it in the oven. You can also put these in between 2 pieces of fiber frac if you do not have an annealer, and it should work out okay because these are very small pieces. Anything that's under 1/2 inch should be all right in between a piece of fiber frac. All right, now the last one here is the leaf. And I'm using a dark green for this. And I'm just going to wrap it around. The leaves are super easy. I'm just going to wrap it around the end of my wire. And you can have the glass fairly far onto the wire, but if you are going to, be pressing it or adding details, especially into the leaves, you might not want to have that copper wire so deep into the glass. But either way, it's kind of a personal preference, whatever works best for you. So I'm going to just melt this gather in and make it look nice, like a teardrop shape. And then I have a small stringer of a lighter green. And when that glass cools down a bit, I'm going to just add a stripe all the way around. I'm just going to add from one side and work my way over to the other side. This does not have to be perfect. None of these have to be perfect, but the line here doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes if it's off center or squiggly or it just, it's not straight line, it still looks great. You're just adding a little bit of color to the leaves. I like a 2-tone leaf for this one. I'm just going to press it down. And then here I'm going to use an X-Acto blade just to score a center line. If you have a leaf press, that is like the perfect thing for these. Just press it with your leaf press and put it away. But I don't have a leaf press on me at the moment. I don't know what happened to it. So what I'm going to do is just grab it with a warm stringer on the very tip after I've heated it up and gently pull the leaf out the way I want it. And that's it, you guys. That's it for our little bouquet. I hope you enjoy the final shots and let me know what you think. And on that note, I hope to see you all next time in the dungeon.